Hi, everybody. I hope you had a good Memorial Day weekend. I wanted to talk in detail about the transcription project for drawing 1 and 2, but also include intermediate and advanced drawing people as well. This particular way of approaching the transcription has proven to be very helpful in getting the proportions of the entire transcription or the reproduction. A lot of the time what happens is when we're working from a reproduction, we get caught up in the narrative, which of course is what the painting was meant to do, but we end up fumbling around trying to depict things like faces and objects in a way that is distracting and isn't allowing us to get a hold of the overall structure of the reproduction that we're trying to do a transcription from. So, as you'll see for drawing 1 and 2, in the syllabus for this coming week's project, I want you to approach doing a transcription by simply taking the image that you're using and flipping it upside down. And what you're going to do is faithfully try to do a transcription from the image while it's upside down, as you can see here. So with regard to this demo, you'll see how in doing this, I'm focusing on shapes and on the proportion of the shapes, which of course all make up a complex puzzle that is in fact the image that I'm trying to do a transcription from. So in the beginning, you can see a very light cursory line work that is able to begin to give me a sense as to where to start. But once again, doesn't take long before I start to go right after, in this case, the center of the patterns of light and dark that exist. So I've had some people ask me questions in terms of the values. You're using black and white acrylic paint, or you can in fact use your Vine charcoal. I'm doing this for the purposes of the demonstration. Seems to work better and people can see it better. But when you use the black and white acrylic paint, you're constantly looking and mixing a sequence of values, patterns of light and dark. There clearly is not a tube that is gray. You have to mix all your grays, okay? So I'll go ahead and continue with this particular demonstration. And you can see that it's just a consistent effort to find patterns of light and dark, not an attempt to draw faces, legs, arms, hats, whatever still life objects might be present, but rather stitching and putting together a very complicated situation, but paring it down by not trying to do more than trying to find these patterns of light and dark. I've posted this video on the pilot under content. You'll see it's just simply titled Transcription and then a subcategory of upside down transcription. So there will be this video in addition to the original one that we're looking at, as well as a reproduction of or a photo of the transcription that I did. So once again, we'll take another quick look, and of course, you know, in seeing this inside of 35 seconds, I know that it might at times be difficult to understand. So I encourage everybody to just simply pause the video at any given time, and you can in fact look closer and see how these things are arranged. But what I want you to see is that it isn't a complex situation in the sense that you're just trying to go from a light to a dark to a light to a dark and so on, finding these patterns of light and dark. And after doing that vigorously and for some time, you will in fact have success in the making of the transcription. All right. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much.